Well, hello, it's Wednesday, so it must be time for Woolly Hats Wednesday Whip, and you join me on a lovely sunny afternoon in November. What have I been up to? Well, I've been doing lots of things. Last Saturday we did the Tunisian Crochet workshop. So those of you who don't know what it looks like, this is what it looks like. So some people say it's a cross between crochet and knitting. I suppose it is, because the needle is very long and you have a little hook at the end, so it's a bit like that. But the stitches are quite distinct, and you can have quite a lot of fun with it. It gives quite a thick fabric. There's the back of it there. And so it's good for throws, and also good for if you want to do a nice woolly pulley and things like that. So we in our workshop we did mastered the basic Tunisian stitch, which you can see that characteristic line there, simple stitch, but we also looked at knit stitch and purl stitch, and many of my clients didn't like the purl stitch. I don't think we'll be doing that again. It is a bit more tricksy to do, but we also did bubbles and little bubbles and bit of chevrons as well, so that was quite good fun. I've been doing other things, and you might remember I've got a couple of projects which I'm doing for other people. So there's one here, and I did have the book open and it's magically closed itself. See if I can find it. This is not good videoing, is it? Watching, looking for a pattern. It's called, I'm not quite sure what it's called. It's got a funny name. There it is. So that's the cardigan, and it's called Cotalin, and it's designed by Lisa Richardson, who is done lots of designs for Rowan Knitting, and has done I've knitted quite a few of her designs. I quite like what she does there. So I'm doing that for a friend for her birthday, and I've nearly finished the back. So there's wrong way around. There's the back. So lovely stripes. So we've gone for blues and turquoise and purples and a bit of shocking pink there. So I'm now at the stage of shaping the armholes. Now normally when you shape an armhole you sort of decrease so that you set in the sleeves, whereas with this one you're actually increasing. So that's where the armhole starts. We're increasing. How different. And that's because the cardigan drops off the shoulder, so the seam is down here, so it's extending the back. So I have read the pattern several times because I was going, what's this? But yes, that's what it's asking me to do, so that's what I'm doing. So there you go. So that's that one. So that will be nearly finished the back, and then I'll be on to the fronts and the sleeves then. And the wool I'm using here is Fine Tweed Haze from Rowan, which is lovely and fluffy, and it's alpaca, wool, polyamide and cotton and polyester. Goodness gracious. But 37% alpaca, so as you can see it's nice. It's sort of almost like mohair, but not quite as fluffy, but it's lovely and fluffy. So this is actually double knit, but I'm using a 5mm needle because it's quite fluffy. And that's what the pattern says. And I did do a tension square to make sure that it would come out right. So the other project I'm doing for other people is this, which is the woodland blanket. So I'm now at the stage of doing the border, so you can see the border there, but I'm really liking this. This has been quite good fun. Lots of different stitches, so you've got little trees up here, some leaves, some sort of flowery things, more leaves and things, more trees, and then there's a few granny squares here. So there's a lovely one with a toadstool on and flowers. There is one with a fox on, but I've not finished that, so that'll be later. So this one I've used mostly stash. I only had to buy a little bit extra, so it's mostly either Style Craft double knit, special double knit, or King Cole bonus double knit. And there's a few other things as well. There's a bit of West Yorkshire spinners and various other things. So this is going to be for our neighbours, our woodland neighbours, who did a grand job repairing the track, which gives access to all wood. So this is to say thank you. So that is coming on really, really nicely. So as I said, I've only got the border to do, and the border always takes longer than you think. Have you noticed that? The other thing that takes longer than you think is tying in the ends. Now, I've done all the ends on the side, but there's these ones in the thing that we have to do. So that'll be a nice time to look to do those, won't it? Does everybody hate tying in ends, or do you quite relish tying in ends? Granny squares are the worst for tying in ends, I think, but these, it's just on the ends, on the ends of the rows, which is not too bad. So that's what I've been doing. I've got next steps in crochet on Thursday, and we'll be doing flowers. So we'll be looking at different ways of starting off circles, and we'll be using different length stitches to create petals and things. That'll be exciting and fun. And then we're nearly at the end of November. How can that be? Anyway, time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? And I will be hopefully having fun between now and next Wednesday, but I shall see you then. So bye for now.